How are you, everybody? How are you? Hope you are fine. Okay, let's guess together. Our lesson is going to be about what? What if I say if I do my homework, I'll get good grades? If I get good grades, you will send me to college. If I go to college, I'll graduate and get a job. If I get a job, I might get fired. If I get fired, I would go bankrupt and lose everything. That's why I didn't do my homework. So, what do you think it's going to be about? Yes, it's going to be about conditional. And I think so we have taken it, but I'm going to revise it with you. As we know, there are four types of condition, right? There are four types of conditional sentence. We have the zero sentence. We have there are four types of conditional, as we know. As I told you before, there are four types of conditional. That is the zero. We have the first condition. We have the second conditional. And we have the third conditional. As I told you, the first or the zero conditional is fact and something which is going to happen, that is true to happen. It's truly. In the first condition, it's called as possible, okay? Possible to happen or real to happen in the present or the future. And in the second, unreal or imaginary, unreal or imaginary situation, that is in the present or the future. And the third, we are going to talk about it later. So today we are going to have the zero conditional, the first conditional, and the second conditional. Okay? There is some point that I want you to tell it, I want you to know it also. In each condition, we have a tense. First of all, in the if conditional, it consists of two patterns. That is the if clause, and that is the main clause. Okay? And sometimes I call it as the result. Okay? This is the condition. This is the conditional which going to happen. And its result, the conditional which going to happen, and the result of the conditional. Okay? Okay. Let's see first. Before, I want also to know another point is in the if clause, I can write it in two ways. First of all, I can write the if clause, okay, and then comma, and then the main clause and full stop. I can write it also in other way. The main clause and if clause. What did you notice here? I didn't put comma when I start with the main clause. Yes, I don't put comma when I start with the main clause. I just complete it immediately. Okay? Okay. There is other thing also I want you to know is it clear, this one? In the if clause, I have two sentences. That is the if clause and the main clause, and the if clause is the condition, and the main clause is the result. The other point you must know when you are learning the if clause is the if clause I can write it in two ways. If clause, comma, main clause, full stop, or I can write it in the opposite way. The main clause, if clause, without putting comma in the middle, okay, between the if clause and the main clause. Okay, let's see now. Every clause have tense. Let's see. the 0. I have the if clause and the main clause. In 0, if plus present simple and the main clause will also be present simple, and we are going to have example about it. Okay, this is the if clause, this is the main clause. Okay, what about the first conditional? The first conditional is also the if clause plus the present simple, comma, followed by will plus verb infinitive. As we know, after will comes verb infinitive. Okay, so in the 0 condition we use if plus the present simple, and in the main clause the present simple, and also in the first condition I use if present simple, will plus present simple. In if clause I use the auxiliary verb will. I can use may, might, shall, okay, but we usually use will here. Okay, what about the second conditional? The second conditional is if plus past simple. What do you think here will be? Will? Here is past, so do you think it will be will? No, it's going to be would plus the verb infinitive. As I told you, sorry, in the second conditional, it's talking about unreal or imaginary situation in the present or in the future, and also it's giving advice, There is something else I want you to notice it. In if clause, especially in the if clause, as we know, when I'm giving advice, I will use he, she, it, they, we, you, and I. Do you think it's going to use was? No. I am going to use it with where. Yes, where. I am going to use it with where. Okay? Also, if I have he, she, it, I'm not going to use it with was, but I'm going to use it with where. Okay? If I were you, I would go to London. If I were you, I would study hard. Okay? If she were a doctor, she would help poor people. Okay? She would help or treat the poor people. So I use where here for giving advice, also for second conditional. So second conditional, I use it for two things, that is unreal or imaginary situation, and also I am using it for advice. Okay? Now I'm going to have an examples. Let's have an examples together. See here in the 0 conditional, if you heat ice, it what it happens if you heat ice? It melts. Yes, I will use here the present simple also. Okay, another thing, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. Yes, I use it in the present simple. Okay, if you heat ice, it turns to water. Oh, if you heat water to 100 degree, it boils. The zero conditional is used to talk about things which are always true, scientific facts, general truth, etc. As I had explained it to you when I was explaining it before. Okay? Okay? It's for if, that is the main clause, simple present, and the main clause, and that is the result, simple present also. Okay? Okay, let's join the sentences. If you heat water, you get green, you die, or it boils? Yes, it boils. If you mix blue and yellow, you get green. If you don't eat, you die. This is the zero condition. Null. Okay, let's see the first conditional. If you break a mirror, as I told you before, in the first conditional, in the if clause, I use the present, and in the main clause, I use will. If you break a mirror, you guess. Okay, let's see the other, and we will come back. Just think of the answers. If it's sunny, we. If you break a mirror, you will have 7 years of misfortune or bad luck. See here, what did I use? In the if clause, I use the present simple, and in the main clause, that is the result of the condition of the if clause, that is the result of what is going to happen. What will happen? You will have 7 years of bad luck. That is the condition of the if, that is the result of the if clause. Okay? If it's sunny, we will go for a walk. If it's sunny, we will go for a walk. In the main clause here, I use will plus the verb infinitive. First condition, as I told you, it's talking about real or possible to happen. That is, may happen in the present or in the future. It's for, that is the if with the present simple, and the main clause with will plus infinitive. And don't forget, as I told you, you have to put comma after the if clause. Let's join the sentences together. If it's sunny, he will be very happy. We'll go to the park, or you will pass the exam. Yes, we will go to the park. If you study hard, you will pass the exam. That's right. If we take John, we will be very happy. Let's see the second conditional. As I told you, the second conditional is unreal or possible situation which may happen in the present or which may happen in the present. Let's see. If I had lots of money, I don't know. Let's guess. If dogs had wings, they. Okay, let's see it now. If I had lots of money, I'd buy a big house. Yes. If dogs had wings, they would fly. As I told you, the past, the if clause, and would in the main clause or the result which is followed by the verb infinitive. Second condition is used to talk about things which are unreal, not real, or not possible, things which won't or don't happen in the present or in the future. It's from the if with the past simple followed by the main clause, that is would, followed by the infinitive. Okay, let's join the sentences together. If I were rich, what you're going to do if you were rich? You wouldn't tell it to Tom. If you studied more, I would travel around the world. If Tony knew that, you would pass your test. Let's think. What do you think? Come on, the first sentence. If I were rich, I would travel around the world. Yes. If you studied more, you would pass your test. If Tony knew that, he wouldn't tell it to Tom. As I told you, second conditional I use in the if, the past, simple tense, and in the main clause would followed by the infinitive. Okay? And this is the end of our lesson. The next time we are going to have some exercises and we are going to do it together. Okay? Best of luck. Study it nicely because our next lesson we are going to have some exercises together. Okay? Thank you very much. Hope you like it.